Hey guys, redch0psticks here. Let's talk about Jurassic World. I love the Jurassic Park movies. It was the second film that I watched over and over again when I was a little kid.
What was the first movie I always watched? Why, the original Star Wars, of course. I am such a nerd.
I even enjoyed the sequels to Jurassic Park. Well, enjoy might be kind of a big word. I think I meant to say the word like. Certain parts. In Lost World. I didn't like the third one. But when the trailers for Jurassic World came out, I was both excited and nervous at the same time. I would love to see Jurassic Park come back, but at the same time, I thought about all those other movies that got unnecessary sequels and, well, yeah, let's just say I was a bit worried. But as the date for the movie came closer, I stayed optimistic for this movie until I finally saw it.
Just a heads up, I will be going into some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, go check it out right now. Then come back here and watch the review. Obviously. So, does Jurassic World hold up, or should have this franchise gone extinct by now?
Let's start with our main characters. We first start off with Owen, played by Chris Pratt, the best character in the movie. He is a velociraptor expert and trainer, which is pretty awesome to say that is your job. You also got Claire, who runs Jurassic World, and her two nephews. These are okay characters, but these are characters you've seen before. Let's see what I can pull up. Let's see. Claire has not seen her nephews in a long time. Parents are going through a divorce, and the youngest boy is not just a normal boy excited to see dinosaurs, but he's also a genius as well, and is not used that often. See what I mean? You've seen this before, and it doesn't stop there. You also got the security bad guy who wants to make the dinosaurs into some sort of weapons, a nerdy guy with plastic toys, Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon? Don't get me wrong, I like Jimmy Fallon, but man, talk about an odd cameo for him as a safety instructor on these gyro things. But that's just the humans. We don't really care about them. We came to see about the dinosaurs. Way too much CGI. Yeah, this wasn't going to be a huge shock for me that all the dinosaurs are CGI now. Now, the original had CGI too, but there was also a combination of animatronics as well, to make you feel like the dinosaurs are really there. In Jurassic World, it's all CGI, and maybe at most 3 parts with animatronics, that are then layered with CGI over them so they can blink right. It still looks bad. That said, the movie does look good. The park itself doesn't get a lot of attention, just a few glimpses here and there. The movie will be doing something that's story related, but then all of a sudden it cuts to the park and seeing people doing the attractions. Don't get me wrong, I like seeing the park, but it's kind of an odd cutaway, and it feels like they should have been placed in a different part of the movie, like the beginning. There is also a feeling that you've seen this park before and doesn't require a lot of time for this movie. You've seen the restaurants and gift shops and zoos or in aquariums. There's a petting zoo for the kids, and there's even a splash zone for the water dinosaurs, and the rides. There was also a sense of nostalgia, including seeing the original park setting, the old symbol for the first movie, there's a statue for Hammond, Mr. DNA, and so on. But the thing that this movie is missing is its awe moment.
Remember this? Did you get a chill down your spine? Because I still do.
Jurassic World doesn't really get that moment in the movie. There are nice parts, but no moment of wonder or amazement, at least until we get to the end, which we will get to in a moment. So what is the story of Jurassic World? 22 years after the event of the first movie, Jurassic World is a fully functional park. Claire's nephews visit the park while they plan to soon reveal the first genetic modified dinosaur, who is made up of different dinosaurs and animals, called the Indominus Rex. As they make sure that it's completely safe, it would appear that the Indominus Rex has escaped, but it turns out it never left, and then escapes, going on a killing rampage to figure out where it belongs on the food chain. It's up to our heroes to save the people of the park and stop the Indominus Rex with the most awesome ending. I'm sorry, I will get to that, but we gotta start at the beginning. The one thing that I was surprised that we didn't get is a backstory on how the park opened. I mean, no dialogue, no flashback, no reading, no montage, nothing. It just opens with the fact that we open a park. Don't ask questions how, just go with it. I'm really interested on how we got that happening, but honestly, it's not really that important to the story. What does with the story is the Indominus Rex. First off, why is it when we screw with genetics, it always has to be something that's big, dangerous, and deadly? Why can't we make something that's small, fluffy, and cute? Actually, there is a quick joke that it's all because of focus groups.
They're dinosaurs, wow enough.
Not according to our focus groups.
Thanks, focus groups. All of the deaths are completely on you guys. Second, no one studied this new dinosaur. During the film, it shows off its abilities and everyone, including the scientists, are shocked by this. These abilities include camouflage, able to hide from thermal centers, and you already gave this creature heat sensing, like snakes. Seriously, what was the conversation between the scientists making this thing?
Everyone, I have good news. For the past 22 years we have controlled our dinosaurs. It is now time to move on to the next logical step, genetic modification. Shall we start off with something that's small and cute? What? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do something bigger than a T-Rex, and even more dangerous. Shouldn't we start off with something small in case something goes horribly wrong? Oh, since when has genetically modification ever gone wrong? Do you really want me to answer that one? But honestly, sir, shouldn't we start off with something small? Because I already started on one. See? It's a tiny little dinosaur that can fit in your pocket with a helpful device in the shape of a ball. I'm still working out that detail. But I'm thinking of calling it a Pokesaur. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Now, let's get on to making our dinosaur, folks. Let's see. Let's use the DNA of a cuttlefish, some tree frogs, some other dinosaurs, and let's make it see heat like snakes can. Oh, this is not going to end well. Well, so we have successfully created our very own dinosaur. I now assume that we are going to study this creature now? Yeah, that sounds really boring. Just toss it in a pin somewhere and just make sure it stays there. Now we move on to the next step. Pokesaurs? What is it with you and that tiny little thing? No, we gotta go bigger, with sharper claws. Ooh, and lasers! Lasers, dude, coming out of its eyes! Oh, you know what? I got an even better idea. Hey, Jacob! Can we do acid for blood on our next one? Seriously, is there a DNA mixture we can do with that? Yeah, he's insane, but let's face it, he gives me a paycheck. Oh well, into the incinerator with you. What?
The movie also has a very slow and yet very rushed opening. We had to introduce our characters, quickly give them characteristics, and then we had to make the Indominus Rex escape. And this all happens within the first 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Afterwards, the movie does get better, but it's not until the end of the movie's climax that makes this film.
And this is your final warning. If you haven't seen the movie yet, check it out. Now, seriously, I will spoil a huge thing. You still with me? Okay, it's a battle of dinosaurs!
Before, the Indominus Rex has made the Raptors turn heel on their alpha, but then the Raptors turn face again and attack the Indominus Rex, but it wasn't enough, so our heroes get a T-Rex and make them fight. Both the T-Rex and one lone surviving raptor finally push the Indominus Rex near the Mosasaur, this thing, and it kills the Indominus Rex. It then wraps up the human stuff, but then it ends on a perfect note with the T-Rex roar. I also realized that using the LEGO Jurassic World video game footage might not be the best way to show off how awesome the scene is, but you have to work with what you got. It's still an awesome climax. My final rating for Jurassic World is a 7.5 out of 10. It's a good film. It's nice to see Jurassic Park get the sequel that we were hoping to see. Chris Pratt is an enjoyable lead, it's got a nice feeling, and it's really fun to watch. Now, it does have problems, a rushed beginning, the Indominus Rex problems, and tons of CGI, but thankfully the climax helps the film. In the end, it's great to see Jurassic Park come back, and depending on how much you love the franchise, we'll make this film for you. For me, I will buy this on DVD, but for others, you might want to rent it first before deciding to buy it, or just leave it as a rental. There does seem to be a plan for a sequel, even seeds planted in the movie, so we'll see what Jurassic World will come up with. Just don't be like those other sequels, please. They're really not good.